Hey, what's good everybody? It's CJ Beats. We're back at it again today. Today I was going to show you guys how you can easily make trap melodies inside of Logic Pro X. This actually comes from a request from one of my subscribers that said, hey, can you make a tutorial on melodies? So I took that opportunity to make that tutorial today. And what we're going to be using here is Alchemy, which is a software instrument that actually comes with Logic 10.2. If you haven't upgraded to Logic 10.2, I highly recommend you do so. Alchemy actually comes with additional content of about 14 gigabytes and has a bunch of presets and sounds in there that you can use, that you can add to your arsenal. So let's get started. First things first, I'm also going to be giving you guys a scales cheat sheet. All right, this will give you the opportunity to see what scales you have here for minor scales. So anything from harmonic, melodic, and that covers anything from A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, D, G, C, and F. With this cheat sheet, you'll be able to basically utilize that inside of your piano roll and come up with these melodies yourself. And this is basically an easier way to make melodies from scratch. And I'm doing this in the piano roll because some of you might not have a MIDI keyboard. For those of you that do, it'll be the same concept pretty much. But for those of you that don't, I'm giving you the opportunity to see how you can do it inside of Logic with just your mouse. All right, the first thing you want to do is bring up your piano roll, and that would be on the selected software instrument that you have, and then you want to click this guy over here, and below you'll see that your piano roll will appear. Okay, for those of you that are coming over from FL Studio into Logic, you should be pretty much familiar with the piano roll. That's utilized a lot in FL Studio. The second thing you want to do is make sure that your pencil tool is selected on your command click tool. All right, so I'm hovering above this right now, and you see command click tool is comes up, and all you got to do is click on it, make sure your pencil tool is selected, and then when you hover above your piano roll area and you want to add MIDI notes, you just hit the command button down on your keyboard very simply, and then you could place MIDI notes directly inside of the piano roll. All right, so I'm going to delete these here that I just added, and so let's go ahead and bring up the cheat sheet. All right, so the cheat sheet will allow you to see all the minor scales in trap melodies. Generally speaking, all of trap songs and beats and stuff like that are in the minor scale, and that gives you that ominous and that spooky sound that a lot of you are looking for when you're making beats. So to get started here, I'm going to be selecting one of these harmonic minor scales, and it's actually very simple. You could probably memorize this. So this one is A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and then A again. All right. Now in the piano roll, as you're hovering above these keys, you're going to notice that up here, this is going to change, right? So as I'm hovering above these keys, you're going to see it change. So this is F, for example, then it goes to F sharp, then it goes to G and G sharp, and so on and so forth. So to bring this back up here, let's bring up that cheat sheet again. The first key that we're looking for is A. And when you're making these melodies, I definitely recommend that you're using some of these higher keys. All right, so that's C4, for example. And what I'm looking for is A, though. So let's go ahead and hover above these, and I see here that's A number 3. So I'm going to hold down the command button on my keyboard. Okay, so that's A. And then the next one, we want to skip one over and find B. So B should be right here. Yep. And then we're going to go to C. All right, then we're going to go to D, which is right here. Then we're going to go to E. That's F. And then we're going to go to G sharp. So that's G, and this is G sharp. And then we're going to go back to A. All right, so just to let you hear, this is what it sounds like. All right, it sounds rather uninteresting at this point because it's just going from down to up. But we can change this just by moving these around a little bit. What you want to be careful of, though, is making sure that when you're moving these MIDI notes around, is that they are in the same scale. Okay, so since we're using the harmonic minor scale of A, we will want to stick with A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. All right, I chose this one here because it's fairly simple. I mean, again, you could use the natural minor, but the G sharp really stands out a little bit and makes it sound a little spookier, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and move this first one around here. I'm going to go ahead, bring this one up to C, and I'm going to bring this one down to A. All right, so that's a little more interesting. Let's go ahead and bring this one down maybe, and this one up. And I'm going to loop off that first bar so that anytime I hit the space bar, it's just going to start from the beginning again. All right, so it sounds a little, weird, I guess. So let's bring these back the way they were. So that was okay, but I don't like that first one, so that's a little bit better, but let's see what else we got here. So I'm just staying within the same scale again, so let's move this one up, this one down. And it's just going to take a lot of playing around until you find something that actually sounds good. So I like that, but you know what? Let's see what we got here. Alright, so now we actually have something that sounds fairly okay, and as you can see here, I just stuck with the scale, and this cheat sheet is what you will want to use to make sure the same scale is applied every time you're making a melody, okay? So we are in the A harmonic minor again, so we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A to our disposal, and so we have an A here, then it goes to D, then it goes to C, then it goes to D again, then it goes to F, then it goes to E, and then it goes to A, and then it goes to F, which actually makes it now that's right, a natural minor scale. So, and that's fine. I mean, you can, switch around as long as you're in the same key of A. And let's go ahead and duplicate that a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and loop that 4-bar section off. All right, so that's pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and add another software instrument now. I'm going to stick with Alchemy because it's a stock sound, and or it's got lots of stock sounds in it that you could use. And I'm going to choose a lead now, and I want a sort of a low frequency sound here. Let's check this chill organ out. And I'll bring this down a few octaves. I'm utilizing my MIDI keyboard right now so that I can show you these different sounds that it has. All right, that's pretty interesting. So what I want to do now again is bring up my... What I want to do now is... So what I want to do now is find tones that match up with the first melody that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and see here. The first key that we used was an A, so I'm going to try to imitate that here too and just have an A again, but I'm going to have an elongated A. So I'm going to find it first. Where's the A? There it is. Okay. So that's too loud though. I mean, it's too high. So we want to bring this down a few. And let's find A again. There's A0. Okay, and I'm going to hit the command button on my keyboard, bring that to A, and I'm looking for a long tone. Let's see. So that wasn't really it. So let's try to find a different one here. Okay, let's find something else here. Okay, so that's a little better. That's sort of the sound that I'm looking for. I'm using my MIDI keyboard again, but let's try using the. So that's A right there, right? So I'm gonna bring that there. All right, I'm gonna anticipate that this is gonna be longer, so I'm gonna make this 2 bars instead of the 4. I mean, instead of the 1 that it was. So it goes from A. Now we can go down in this scale. So let's utilize this F right here. So I'm going to bring this and make this an F like that. Okay, and let's see what that sounds like. Got to bring this back. So, all right. So you want something like this, and this now will fill up that first bar. It's actually too quick, so I think it'll actually sound better if it's later on. So let's extend this one. That's much better already. So I'm going to extend this one too. And let's go ahead and make this longer again. Oh, you don't want to loop it. You want to make it longer. So you got to have that tool and then bring it like that. And let's see what we can hear, what this lead is going to do in the 3rd bar. I think it's going to be able to go down 1 more. So let's go to D. Okay, so now what's nice about Logic is it remembered the length of the last one that I used, and then you could just click on it too, and then you know, made that one as long as well once I hit the command tool and placed that MIDI note there. So let's play from the beginning and see what it sounds like. So I like that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and extend that a little more. And then maybe for the last half of the bar, I'm going to go have it go up back to A. Now let's undo that. Let's have it go back to, let's see here. So it goes and then back to G. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so just again, remember to stay within that scale and it should all sound okay. Yeah, it's very nice. All right, so let's make sure that it's nice and neat. Everything starts in the, it's quantized, right? Okay, good. Alright, and that's pretty much how I would start off the trap melody, is having a short sound and a long sound and making sure that they sound nice together. If you have any questions whatsoever, you know what to do. Put it in the comments section. My name's CJ Beats. I'm out for now. Take it easy, guys. Peace.